nice cushion here, just so that we can open up across the chest, and then have a cushion for underneath the head. So rolling down onto your backs. So pad up underneath your back, as well underneath the hips, the sacrum. So we can just spend a few moments centering ourselves. So, here we go, this is going to be lovely. So lying down with that block between the shoulder blades. And a little prop underneath the head. And then having, if you need them, some blocks or some cushions to prop up underneath the knees. So bringing the feet together. So taking the feet together, opening the knees, but not so that they're strained. So that's why I'm propping up underneath the knees, so that the hips can feel relaxed. There's no tension there. Have that block between the shoulder blades. So there's definitely an opening in the front body. So closing the eyes. And noticing the connection of your body with everything on the floor. So starting to tune into your body. Starting to notice the body. Scanning your body from head to toe. Just notice, without judgment, any sensations in the body. Any tightness, any areas that feel uncomfortable, maybe adjust your position so that you do feel comfortable. And then when you settle, start to take the focus and attention further inwards. Noticing this present moment. And then noticing the breath. The simple sensations of breathing. As we breathe in, really notice the chest rise and expand. Feel the belly rise as you breathe in deeply, filling the lungs. Notice taking a little pause, a brief pause at the top of the breath in. Just briefly before you turn the corner and let the breath go, gently releasing. So I'm going to count us in for 4. We're going to breathe in for 4. We're going to hold for 4. Breathe out for 4 and hold for 4. So starting with breathing out. Breathe in through the nose. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Breathe out. 3, 2, 1. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4. And hold. 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4. And hold. 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4. And hold. 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4. And hold. 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4. And hold. 2, 3, 4. Just relax the rhythm of the breath now. Just reconnect with any sensations in the body. Relax the muscles of the face. Unclench the jaw. Softness into the shoulders and neck. Just follow the wave of the breath. Coming in, going out. So a little ujjayi sounding breath may be here. Begin to energize the breath. So just swirling the breath in the back of the throat. So it's that whispering kind of oceanic sounding as we breathe in and just swirl that breath in the back of the throat. And taking this opportunity of stillness to think positively towards yourself and to set yourself a positive resolve and intention. This is something personal to you that deeply resonates to you, with you. So really picture your intention in your inner mind's eye, really clearly. Feel the intention, see the intention. See it with light and colour and clarity and detail. And then repeat it to yourself in the present moment, in the present tense, I am. Repeat it 3 times to yourself silently. So slowly coming out of supta konasana. Slowly beginning to move the arms and legs. And taking away your props nice and gently. No need to rush. So maybe rolling over onto your right side so that you can take your prop from underneath between the shoulder blades. And then very gently pushing yourself up to seated. And then removing your cushions away so that you have a flat surface to lay back down on. Now you may want to keep your blanket or your towel, whatever you use to lay on, for this next section. Because now we're going to stretch our legs lying down. So come back down to the floor and take your strap. So we're going to use that in a moment. So lying down on your backs first. You're going to extend your left leg and then hug the right knee in towards your chest. Flex the right foot and then point the toes. So flex and point the foot. And then grabbing hold of the calf, start to extend and straighten out the right leg, really flexing the right foot down towards you. And then start to circle the foot. Just take it in one direction, about 4 times, nice and slowly. And then taking it round the other way. And then grabbing hold of your strap. Hook your strap around your foot. And then grabbing hold of the strap with your right hand Just pull that leg down towards you, nice and gently. You don't have to completely straighten the leg. It can be a little micro bend in the knee. But breathe deeply and evenly. Noticing any feeling in the leg, any sensation in the leg. So work with that stretch. Breathe into that space. And then very slowly reaching your left hand down to the side with the palm facing up. Begin to drop the right leg out to the side, just opening up into the hip. Making sure you don't have anything in the way. As you bring that right foot down towards the earth. Now keep your left shoulder and left arm firmly placed into the floor and begin to look to your left hand. Breathing nice and slowly and steadily here. Take a nice big breath in as you bring that right leg up to center. Switch the hold of the strap to the other hand. Reach the right hand out to the side, palm facing up. And start to drop that left foot down the right foot down over to the left. And take your gaze, your drishti, over to your right hand. Breathe deeply into the space as you open up across that outer glute all the way down the thigh of the right leg. So looking towards your right hand. 2 more deep breaths here. Focusing on the exhale, relaxing deeply into the exhale. Just deepening the stretch. Taking a nice big breath in, bring that right leg back to center and unhook the foot. Extend the right leg, release the strap, so let go of your strap for now. Hug the left knee into chest. Start to point and flex the left foot. So make your extended right leg active. So make sure that leg is engaged. And then begin to extend and lengthen, straightening the left foot up towards the sky, holding onto the calf. Start to circle the foot. Nice and slowly. 3 or 4 times in each direction. And then taking your strap around the left foot. Hold the strap with your left hand as high up as you can. As I said, don't overlock the joint, the left knee joint. Just pulling the left foot down towards you, just gently. Should be painful. Don't go to the point of pain. There's no need to do that. Deep breath in, and then begin to send the left foot to the left as you reach your right hand out to the side, looking to your right hand. So gluing your right arm down to the floor. Working with your breath. 2 more deep breaths in and out. On an inhale, bringing the foot up to center, switch the hands onto the strap. So right hand onto the strap, reach the left hand to the side. And begin to drop the left leg over towards the right. Now moving really slowly. You might notice one side is a little bit more stiff than the other. Breathe deeply. So you're looking to your left hand. And with every exhale, just feel as though that foot is dropping down to the earth. 2 more breaths. Nice and slow, nice and steady. Nice deep breaths. On your next breath in, bring the left leg back to center. Release the strap. Hug the knees into chest. And then take a gentle rock and roll. Coming over, taking our puppy dog pose. So stacking our hips over our knees, starting to walk our hands forwards. So dropping the forehead down to the mat, or reaching down as far as you can. Breathing deeply. Take a nice deep breath in. Lifting yourself up a little bit. Walk your hands in to the cat-cow position. Stacking your hands under your shoulders. Begin to engage the belly, so squeeze and lift navel to spine. And then also Mula Bandha, pelvic floor lifts. Spreading the fingers wide, sending the pointer finger or the middle finger to point forwards towards the top of your mat. Your feet firmly placed into the floor. So really ground the tops of the feet into the earth. Really lift that Mula Bandha, lift Uddiyana Bandha. Take a nice deep breath in. As you tilt the tailbone up towards the sky, chest lifts, gaze lifts. As you arching your back down towards the floor. Exhale as you arch the other way, so push into the hands, rounding the spine up to the sky, drop chin to chest. Big breath in, flowing with your breath. Into cow. Exhale, tucking tailbone, tucking head down. Into cat. Push into the hands, squeeze and lift navel to spine. Inhale. Into cow. Exhale. Arching the spine the other way. Into cat. One more of each. Exhale. Coming into tabletop. And from here, we're just going to take ourselves into a little gate pose. So sending your right leg out to the side, point the foot forward, start to come up so that you, on your left leg, take your hands to your hips. Take a nice big breath in, sliding your right hand down your right leg. Start to lift the left hand up to the sky. So reaching up and away with that left hand. So you're creating kind of like a C shape down the left side of the body. Breathing deeply here. Big breath in. Switching sides. So coming into your gate pose, the other side. So you're on your right knee, the right foot facing back, your left foot facing forwards, the leg out to the side, hips facing forwards. So you're going to be sliding your left hand down your left leg and then reaching the right arm overhead so it's alongside the ear. Looking up, so keep the chest pointing forward so we're not reaching down. Keep the chest lifted. With every exhale, just sliding yourself over a little bit more. Engaging your abdominals fully. Feel that lovely openness down the right side body. One deep breath in, coming all the way back up. So from here we're going to come to standing. So coming to stand at the tops of your mats as we take some sun salutations. So beginning to roll up nice and slowly. So stacking the spine nice and slowly. The head coming up last. Rolling the shoulders back and down. So we're going to take some classical Surya Namaskar because today is the summer solstice. So we're just going to do a few sun salutations and then we'll come back down to the mat and do some more stretching, deep stretch holds. So clear your mat away of all obstacles, all your props. And come to stand at the top of your mat. So standing in a positive upright position in Tadasana, mountain pose. Spread those toes wide, lift them off the mat and then replace them back down. So the big toes can touch or the feet can be a little bit wider apart. Begin to engage the thighs. So begin to squeeze into the thigh muscles so that the kneecaps actually feel as though they're lifting upwards. Check the pelvis. So checking that you have a neutral pelvis. So a little tuck maybe of the tailbone under if you need. Or roll those shoulders back and down once more. Energize the arms all the way to the fingertips. Draw the chin very slightly in towards the chest. Feel the length in the back of the neck. And imagine that somebody's pulling you from a golden thread up to the sky. So feel yourself growing taller and taller and taller. Feel yourself deeply rooted into the earth. Feeling strong, feeling like a mountain. So really feel that strength of your posture. And visualizing now the rising sun in front of you. Visualize the warmth, the energy of the rising sun. So becoming aware of that super energy that we all need every day. Feel the spirit and the light rise. So feeling the light rising up within you. Feeling the energy in the body from the sun. That joyful feeling of the sun on your face, basking in the sun's light. Maybe close the eyes just for a moment and visualize that sun. As it pops over the horizon, first thing in the morning. So taking our sun salutations, taking our salute to the sun, her energy, her amazing power, and the life that it gives us. It gives us the plants, the universe. Taking a deep breath in, spreading the arms wide, reaching up to the sky. Bring your hands together in your first Surya Namaskar. Look up to your thumbs, Urdhva. Then exhale, hands through center, Samasthiti. Then forward fold over the legs into Uttanasana. Plant the hands firmly, drop the head. Take a breath in as you half lift. Gaze forwards, hands to shins, half lift. Plant the hands and then step your right leg back. Drop the right knee. Taking a nice deep breath in, sinking into the hips, lifting the arms up to the sky. Look between your hands. Reaching those arms back, a little bit of a micro back bend here. Taking 2 more deep breaths in and out. Lifting your heart center up to your hands. Big breath in. Exhale, frame your front foot. Tuck the back toes. Breath in into a strong plank. Drop the knees, chest, chin, exhale. Inhale into your mini cobra or that locust position. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Exhale through Virasana, tuck the toes. Lift the hips up into downward facing dog. Taking 2 breaths here. So take a nice deep breath in for 1. And out for 1. Deep breath in for 2. Exhaling for 2. On your next breath in, stepping your right foot forwards, drop the back knee. Untuck the back toes. Deep breath in, coming into Hanumanasa on the other side. So lifting the arms up to the sky. Look up between your hands. Sink deeply into the hips, reaching the arms up and back a little bit. One big breath in, reaching forward, frame the front foot, exhale. Tuck the back toes, and then coming into your plank. Exhaling, you can take chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Inhale for a full upward facing dog. If you feel that's ready, you're ready for that. Exhale, downward facing dog. Tuck the toes. Downward facing dog, Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Draw navel to spine. Draw your chin towards your chest. Deep breaths in and out. Lovely, lovely Ujjayi sounding breath, victorious oceanic sounding breath. In and out. On your next breath in, look to the top of the mat. Step your right foot, then your left foot. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Rooting the feet, squeeze into the thighs, sweeping the arms wide, lifting all the way up to the sky. Bring the palms of the hands together. A little micro back bend here. Bend hands through center. Samastiti. Back to mountain pose. Inhale, sweeping the arms wide. Lift your arms up to the sky. Hands together. Exhale, this time let's swan dive down over the legs into Uttanasana. Forward fold. Inhale, half lift, hands to fingertips or to shins. Exhale, drop the hands down, step the right foot back, drop the knee. This time we're going to take a twist to the side. So opening the arms to the right, to the left. So opening, you have your right arm forward, left arm back. Taking a twist. And then reaching your left hand down towards the back of the right leg. Open the chest. Framing the front foot. Inhale. Then coming into plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Ashtanga pranam. Inhale. Salambasana. Into that locust position. So squeeze your shoulder blades together. Elbows tuck close to the body. Exhale through Vidalasana. Tuck the toes. Ardha Mukha Svanasana. 2 breaths here. Breathing in deeply for 1. Out for 1. In for 2. Out for 2. Taking a nice deep breath in. Stepping the right foot forwards. Taking the twist on the other side in Anjanasana. So reaching the right arm back, the left arm forwards, and then reaching that right hand down to the back of the left leg. Reaching up. So taking a twist. Big breath in. Frame the front foot. Exhale, tuck the back toes. And this time stepping straight up into the feet together. So big breath in. Half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rooting into the feet, sweep the arms wide. Lift the arms up to the sky. Urdhva, a little micro back bend, and hands through center. Samastiti. Heart center with the hands. One more time. Inhale, sweep the arms wide, look up to your thumbs. Exhale, swan dive deeply over the legs into Uttanasana. Inhale, half lift, fingertips or hands to shins, flat back, scoop the belly. Plant the hands, step your feet back this time into plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga, your choice. Taking that option if you wish. Inhale for your Salambasana, at locust position or a full upward facing dog, your choice. Exhale, transitioning into Ardha Mukha Svanasana, your way. Yogi's choice, you can take it through tabletop virasana. Downward facing dog. Just connecting with your breath. Taking a deep breath in, really fill the lungs completely. Exhale, sigh the breath out. Deep breath in. Exhale, sigh the breath out. Deep breath in. This time stick the tongue out too and look towards your third eye. So big breath in. Lion's breath. Just releasing anything that doesn't serve you, any negative energy, any negative thoughts, anything in the body that you don't need. On your next breath in, a little bend in the knees, look to the top of the mat. Step the feet together at the top. Inhale, half lift. Squeeze and lift navel to spine, flat back, half lift. Forward fold, deeply exhale. And let's hang out here in our forward fold. So clasping opposite elbows. Let's take a little ragdoll. So just swaying side to side if that feels good. Nod the head yes, shake the head no. Maybe draw some circles with the nose. So slowly, slowly, slowly releasing the hands down to the earth. Coming back to our half lift, inhaling. Then exhale, deeply fold forwards once more. Then inhale, going to come into Utkatasana from here. So just mixing things up a little bit today. So bend into the knees, sweep the arms down, touch the earth with your fingertips, and then reaching the hands forwards and then up. Squeeze and lift into the belly, reaching the arms. It's like you're creating a zigzag shape with the legs and the body. Look up between the hands. Big breath in. And then exhale, reaching the arms forwards. Reach forwards. And then sending the arms back. Clasp the hands together. Open up the chest as you squeeze the shoulder blades together. And then fold the body down over the bent legs. So let the head go. Two more deep breaths. Then releasing the arms down, sweep the arms down to touch the earth with the fingertips, and then coming back into your chair pose, Utkatasana. And then rising up, bring the palms of the hands together, straighten the legs, lift the arms up, take that little micro back bend. So hips forwards, arms back, bend hands back through center, Samasthiti. Closing the eyes just for a few moments here. Just picture that rising sun, that golden glow, the energy reaching you, energizing you, vitalizing you, lifting your spirit. So slowly open up the eyes and very carefully coming down to the floor. So just coming down to the mat. As we begin to take some more lovely stretches. So your choice as to whether or not you take your towel onto the floor, just to cushion things a little bit, just to soften things. Your choice. I'm going to do that for some of them, why not? So first we're going to take a little bridge. So we're going to roll ourselves down, take your hands behind the knees. So taking the feet nice and close to the bottom. So feet hip distance apart. Take a nice deep breath in. So bring the arms close to the body. And then start to peel the spine off the mat. And then as you come up onto your shoulders, wiggle your shoulder blades a little bit closer together. And then drive the hips higher up. So legs stay parallel with each other. Some deep belly breaths here, 5 deep breaths. Maybe lift the hips a little higher, give your glutes a little squeeze, hamstrings a squeeze, thighs a squeeze. One big breath in. Exhale, slowly roll down through the spine from the top to the bottom. Hug the knees into chest. Take a little rock and roll. And then coming over to your wall. We're going to take a little wall reach. I'm going to do some back bending the other way. So first, laying yourselves down by the wall or by the door or by your sofa. So taking your head close to the wall, so crown of the head to touch. I'm going to start with a little cobra. So just to begin with, we're going to take our elbows underneath our shoulders, forearms parallel with each other. Bring the legs close together, toes to touch. So we're gazing forwards, nice long neck. Let's just take a couple of breaths here. And then what we're going to do, we've done this one before, if you've joined me on Sunday Stretch before, is we're going to walk our arms up the wall. Now, if you only have a sofa to use, then hold onto the top, the soft part of your sofa. So you'd hold onto the sofa like this. If you have your wall, then walk your arms up the wall. Straighten arms if you can. And then drop the head between the arms. Try to relax now your legs. So we usually tense up into the glutes. See if you can relax the glutes. Just hold it here for another 3 breaths. Take a breath in to slowly slide those hands down the wall. And then coming into extended child's pose. So bring the feet together. Let's take the knees wide and then reach the arms forwards. So dropping the buttocks towards the heels. Then spider your fingers, so coming onto the tips of the fingers. Sending the armpits down towards the floor. Nice deep breaths. Focusing on the exhale to release. Taking a nice breath in, coming up. So our next pose is going to be using a strap. So take your straps. Going to lay back down onto our bellies. I'm going to hook the strap under your feet. So laying down onto your tummies. Funny enough, I can't get my strap around my feet. My back strap went down to my feet. Right, skip that one. That's not working at all. Don't know why. So we'll come straight into camel. So come over to the wall. I was going to do something with the strap, but I just can't seem to guess it right. So coming over to the wall, take your knees hip distance apart. So the thighs are going to push against the wall, the hips against the wall, and then taking your hands into that space in the back hips, into the sacrum. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, open up through the chest. Feel the lengthening in the front body as you drive the hips forwards into the wall. And begin to lift the gaze up towards the ceiling. Into your camel. Now, if you don't have a wall, you can do this away from the wall as well. And then if you feel you want to take your hands down by the feet, open us through the chest, driving the hips forwards. Deep belly breaths. Then slowly coming up, taking it into rabbit. So keeping your knees hip distance apart, take hold of the feet, tuck the toes under, and then draw the head down to the floor, and then lifting the hips up. So you'll notice your chin coming in towards your chest. So it's like you're trying to stretch between the shoulder blades. That's where I feel it. As I pull into my hands, as my hands are into my feet, as I try to lift my hips higher up. So I'm squeezing and lifting into my belly, so lifting navel to spine. And slowly release, taking a child's pose. So roll the shoulders forwards. And inhale, coming up. From here, I'm going to come into bow. So a variation of what I was trying to prepare us for with the strap. So laying onto your tummies. We've got to the same point eventually anyway. So grabbing your feet behind you. So legs parallel with each other. Don't have the knees splayed apart. Take the legs, the thighs so that they're parallel, fairly close together. So having hold of the feet. Flex the feet so that you have a good hold for the hands. You need to squeeze the shoulder blades together. Take a nice big breath in. And then lifting up the chest. Pulling into the feet, lifting the legs. Take it here for 5 breaths. Maybe take a little rock and roll in your bow. And then from here, coming onto your side and taking a side bow. So rolling it over onto your side. So I'm on my right side, having hold of the feet. So we're doing it exactly the same, but you're lying on your side. Deep belly breath. So squeezing the shoulder blades together. Now the legs are together. Resting your head down. And then going over to the other side. So turning over Sorry, I have my back to you. So you'll see from behind, still have hold of the feet. So the feet are together. Flex the feet. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Deep breaths. So my hips are stacked one on the other, top of the other. Shoulders are stacked. Rest the head down. Squeeze the shoulder blades together actively. One more deep breath in. And slowly, rolling over onto your back. Well done. Give yourselves a lovely hug in. Hug your knees to your chest. Take that little rock and roll on the spine. Okay, onto our leg stretch. So coming back to your wall. If you need to pad up on your knees, if you find it's a little bit sore to be on the knees, then take your blanket or your towel, as we are going to be doing this stretch now, where we send our one leg against the wall. You might also want to pad up with a cushion the top of the foot. Sometimes you have only parts of the top of the foot against the wall. But if you have a sofa, then that will be nice and soft landing. So we are taking ourselves into a deep quad stretch. So the left leg is at a 90-degree angle as we push our back slowly towards the wall. Pushing the heel in towards the buttock. Now only go to where this is comfortable. That's sort of point of strain. That's not painful. Do not induce pain here. So if it starts to hurt, then come out and come down away from it. So this shouldn't be painful. No yoga or stretching should hurt. So breathing deeply here. You can reach the arms back. Feel that really deep stretch in the front of the leg. 2 more breaths. And then let's switch sides. So if you need to pad up under the knee, then pad up under the knee. Pad up where you need to. So taking the other knee to the wall. If you need any cushioning for the foot itself, then take that. And then bringing the other foot forwards. That's your supporting leg. You might notice one leg is different to the other. For me, this is definitely my least flexible side. So sending your back against the wall as much as you can, but remember, only go to that point where it's okay. Listen to the feedback in the body. Breathe deeply into all those spaces that you're stretching. Steady, even breaths. Let's hold it here for another 3. Another 2. Last deep breath in and out. And slowly coming out. And from here, we're going to use that stretch we just did to come into hero's pose. Something that some people find really easy and some people don't. So sitting, if you need to prop up, use your props. So having the feet outside of the buttocks. So the thighs are kind of parallel with each other. If you can, take your prop out from underneath the bottom and go further down with the hips. But listen to the knees. If the knees hurt, prop yourself up even more. So just spending a moment here in virasana, hero's pose. So we've worked a lovely stretch in the fronts of the thighs. So that prepared us for this. And now we're going to go back. So maybe taking that prop away if you feel you can, or not, your choice. Maybe having a pillow to land on as we take supta, sort of a reclined version. Supta virasana. So coming back onto the elbows. Just feel the openness in the front of the body. Dropping your head back, sliding the elbows away if you can. Remember, you can have a cushion to land onto for the shoulders if you don't want to come all the way down to the floor. Listen to your body. Reach your arms overhead if you're down completely. Enjoy this moment. Breathe deeply. Focus on that really strong, deep exhale to release further down, to relax. Knowing it's okay. If it doesn't feel okay though, then come out. Staying here for another 5 breaths. Maybe clasping opposite elbows with the hands. Another 2 deep breaths in and out. And very slowly using your elbows into the floor to start to lift the body up. Come out slowly, so use the elbows first. Then when you can get the hands down, push into the hands. Try not to use the legs, so use the arms just to take the strain out of the legs. So from here, we're going to ease ourselves into a lizard. So getting yourself ready for lizard. Again, you can use your blanket to prop up under the legs, because now we're going to take us through some sequence for coming into splits. So it's going to be a very slow ease into splits, or half splits, you choose. So have some blocks ready, cushions, and if you want to pad up your mat, then take your blanket for that. So make it comfortable so that you can really work into these deep stretches without any discomfort or minimal discomfort. So coming into lizard. Let's start with the right leg. So stepping your right leg forwards, sliding the left leg back. You can tuck the toes if you think you're going to be lifting the back knee. Turn the right foot out, 45 degrees, and then start to ease yourself down onto your elbows. If that is not available to you, then use a block. Use a block so you've got something for your elbows to land into, push into. If you're coming down onto your elbows, let the head go. So just let the head reach down towards the floor, down towards your mat. Breathing deeply into both of those hips, one flexing, one extending. So working deeply into these hip spaces. If you feel like walking your hands forwards just to deepen the stretch a bit more, then come onto spider fingers with those hands. If you want to tuck the back toes and lift the back leg off the mat, deepen the stretching even further, then take that option. Then dropping onto the knee, going to heel toe the foot across and come into pigeon. Now with pigeon, you can prop up your right hip with a block. Have a strap ready because we're going to stretch the back leg in. So have yourself pigeon with a support in that side hip if you wish. So starting folding down over the front leg and taking that right foot up as high as is comfortable. Just make a pillow for your head. Relax your head onto your pillow with the hands. Nice steady breaths. Make sure you're really extending that left leg away fully and directly behind you. It's quite easy for that leg to not be pointing back. You think it is, but it isn't. But just check it is. Feel that lovely stretch in that right outer glute. Then coming up to upright. Taking your strap and hooking your strap around the back foot. So taking the strap around the back foot. Coming back into your pigeon as you bring that foot in. So stretching the left foot in towards the left glute. And then coming back up again. Having a little go at one-legged, royal pigeon. So reaching the arms over the head, your elbows close to the head by the ears. So you're stretching your arms back, holding onto your strap. And your strap is pulling your foot in towards your body. Just hold it here for another 3 deep breaths. So feel that lovely stretch down the front, left hip flexor. Also stretching the front of the body. 2 more breaths. Nice and steady, nice and strong breaths. Work with the breath, And then release the strap. So just let the strap go nice and slowly to bring the foot back down. Take the strap off. Coming into a little half split now from here. So here on our left knee, extend the right foot forwards. So now we're going to fold over that front leg. Make a little spider finger, so you're on the tips of the fingertips. Reach the arms forward as you fold over your right leg. Let the head hang heavy. So we're stacking our hip over the back, our left hip over the left knee. Just coming into the half split. Then flexing the right foot towards you. Tick-tock that foot left and right. Then slowly starting to bring ourselves forwards and backwards. So bending and stretching into the right leg. And then you can begin to slide that right leg forwards. Now from here, if you want to come into a deeper split towards Hanumanasa, use your blocks to drive your hands into so that you can hold your body upright as you slide the left foot back and take that right foot further forwards. Try to keep the body as upright as possible. So push into your blocks and squeeze your thighs towards each other for a few moments, for a few breaths. So squeeze and then relax. And then see if you're working yourself down a little bit lower. Do that one more time. So squeeze into the blocks, squeeze into the legs. Squeeze the thighs. It's almost like you're bringing the legs towards each other. And then release down. Just hold it here for another couple of breaths if you can. Stay with it. And then push into the hands, push into the blocks, and bring the legs together. Well done. Coming into lizard the other side. So have your stuff ready again. So you're going to need that strap for the back foot. But just taking that lizard to begin with. So stepping the left foot forwards, sliding the right foot back. Tuck the toes if you're going to lift the knee off. Turn the left foot 45 degrees. And then slowly start to bring yourself down onto your elbows. Relax into the head. So let the head relax heavy. Relax into the shoulders. Breathing deeply. If you need to use your block for your elbows, use your block. Your props are there to help you. If you want to reach your arms forwards, do that now, reaching the arms forwards. Keep the head dropping down towards the floor. If you want to tuck the back toes, and then lift the back knee. Bringing the back knee down if you've lifted it, coming into pigeon. So heel toe the foot across. Sliding, keeping that right leg pointing back. If you want to prop up underneath the left hip. It's not necessary, but if it feels more comfortable, then do that. Then coming upright, bringing the body upright. And then exhaling, folding forwards over your left leg. Keeping that left foot as high as you can, maybe wiggle it a little bit higher up. Making a pillow for your head. And just holding it here for a few breaths. Making sure that right leg is pointing directly behind, away from you. Slowly coming back up. Take that strap as we take the one-legged royal pigeon variation. So let's first just stretch ourselves down, back down to the floor. So the strap is across your shoulder, your right shoulder or your left shoulder. You're just pulling that foot in towards the buttock. And then coming up. Bring that strap over your right shoulder. And then clasping, grabbing hold of that strap with both hands. So we're lifting the foot up. We're reaching back with the hands, the elbows alongside the head. Looking forwards with the gaze. Let's hold it here for 3 deep breaths. This is a very strong pose. Some people find it easy. Obviously, there's a few people that do, but I think most people find this challenging. Another deep breath in and out. And then slowly, slowly let that leg drop down. Release slowly with that strap. Coming into a half split. So unhooking the strap off your foot. Stacking the right knee underneath the right hip. Step your left foot forwards and then folding down over the front leg. So you walk your hands forward, you're on the tips of the fingers, spider fingers. So we've got the front foot pointed for now. 2 more breaths. And then flexing that right foot towards you. Tick-tock the foot from side to side. And then begin to bend and straighten into that front leg. I realise I do not have a watch on. And at this very moment, I have no idea what the time is. Isn't that amazing? That's quite nice, actually. Hopefully it's not a problem for anybody if I'm running late, because right now I can't actually see the time. So coming into your splits. So start to send the right leg back. This is where having the blanket or some kind of cushioning underneath the back knee is rather nice, because it just takes a bit of pressure out of the kneecap. So wiggling that foot forward, I've got non-stick mat, so wiggling my foot forward actually is resisting me there, because it doesn't allow you to actually slip. It would be useful to be able to slip for once. So keeping the body nice and upright. Like we did before, let's squeeze the thighs towards each other, push your hands into your blocks. So hold it for a few seconds, and then relax. And then do that again. It's like you're squeezing the hips, the thighs towards each other. And then relax down. One more time. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then relax. Let's see if we can hold this here for 5 breaths. Two more. Big breath in. Push into your blocks. Slide those feet towards each other. Well done. Oh, that's quite something. Using your blanket now, we're going to come into frog. Working really deeply into the hips here. Actually, we'll do another one first. Let's do konasana. So just sit down for a moment. We'll come into frog in a moment. Just give yourselves a little bit more of just relax a little bit into the hips. So you can prop yourselves up with a block, if that feels better. So we're stacking the knees, right leg on top, left leg underneath. Bring the heels in as close as you can. If you want to take that block away, have a go and see how it feels. Should feel fairly good in the hips now. Reaching the right arm to the sky, placing it down between the shoulder blades as you reach the left hand up towards it. Now use a strap if your hands do not meet. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold over the legs. Big breath in. Let's switch sides. So taking the left leg on top, right leg underneath, stack the knees as best as you can, drawing the feet in towards the legs. The arm reaches up, so it's left hand up and down, right arm goes up between the shoulder blades from below. You might notice a difference in each side. Big breath in, lift and lengthen, use your strap if you need to. Exhale, folding forwards over the legs, folding from the hip creases. 2 more deep breaths here. Big breath in, 2, release. I'm just going to check the time. Extend your legs long in front. Okay. Extend the legs in front. And then bring your right foot in towards the inside of the left thigh. Reach up. Reaching forwards, forwards, forwards. Reach, reach, reach. Grab a strap if you need to hook it around the foot. Lift and lengthen, level out the shoulders. Drop the elbows to the floor if you can, and then lift them up. So we're folding forwards over this left leg. So the belly lands on the thigh first, then the chest, then the head. If you feel there's any pain in that side knee, then prop it up. 3 deep breaths, in and out. Big breath in, switching sides, extending the right leg, bring the left leg in. Prop up underneath the knee to the side. So it just feels really rather nice. So straighten yourselves up over the front leg, reaching forwards, forwards, forwards. So grabbing hold of what you can, ankle, strap, underside of foot. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Drop the elbows down to the floor just to level up the shoulders, then lift the elbows off. Draw navel to spine, create space. Belly to thigh, chest towards the thigh, then the head. Three more breaths. Big breath in, coming up. Now let's take that frog. So, taking your cushions, your blocks, your bolsters, to make this a relaxing posture. So use your blanket, because you're going to have your knees on there. So pad up underneath the knees. Be generous with your support. Use a few cushions. You're having your feet pointed directly behind. Your shins are parallel with each other, the lower legs. Start to reach yourself forward, so start to bend forwards, coming onto your elbows. And this is where the chest, the belly, lands onto your cushions. So start to slide the knees apart. Take the feet with them, so don't leave the feet behind, so the legs are moving out parallel. Just go to that point where you think, oh, that's enough. And then relax yourself down. Really let the body rest onto your cushions. Reconnect with your breath. Close your eyes. Enjoy the opening in that space into the hips. I'm going to hold this here for another 5 deep breaths. Really enjoy the space. Relax onto your cushions. Really be heavy. Don't go to a point where it hurts. That's not the aim. Just want to feel a deep stretch. Okay, one more deep breath in and out. And then slowly bringing yourselves up. You're going to straddle the legs. Take a block if it feels good to sit on. Take the legs wide. And once again, have those cushions out front. So have your bolster, a couple of cushions, whatever you have. Flex the feet and then reach the arms forwards. And then land on your cushions. So really enjoy deep, deep relaxing sensation into the hips, into the legs, into the groin area. Remember, there's no ego, no competition, no judgment. Just enjoy the space that you're moving into without any criticism about having to get to a certain point. Just enjoy where you're at. Enjoy this moment. The present moment, the only moment we actually have is the now. So let's hold it for another 5 breaths. Another 2. Last deep breath in. And slowly pushing yourself upright, bring your feet together. This is our last posture. Just taking a little konasana. You can stay on your block. That feels good. Bring your feet together as close to your groin as you can. And opening the soles of your feet like the pages of a book. So growing the spine nice and long, start to tilt yourselves forwards. And if you want, land yourselves on those cushions with your elbows. Turn the palms of the hands up. Closing the eyes. Connect with your breath. Flowing in and out. Let's hold this posture for another 5 breaths. With every exhale, just feel yourself relaxing forwards, just that fraction more, maybe the knees opening a little bit more. But without forcing, if it's not moving, it doesn't need to. Just relax deeply into these spaces, into these deep stretches. 2 more breaths. Nice and slow and steady. Deep inhale. Deep releasing exhale. On your next breath in, very slowly bringing yourself up. Now 2 choices. Relaxing with your feet up against the wall. Or coming back to your position that you started the class in. So I'm going to take the option of legs extended up the wall. So bring yourself so that your bottoms are up against the wall. You can take a bolster for underneath the head. If you want to prop up that space between the shoulder blades, again, then go for that. So bringing yourself up against the wall to lift the legs. Now, if this isn't the usual thing for you and you've tried it and it doesn't feel right, then come out of it straight away and move into a more classical corpse pose or the supta konasana that we started with. If the legs are extended overhead, just relax into the legs. Just find that comfortable position for the feet. Maybe splaying the feet out, so just let the feet relax, open. Taking the arms away from the body, just giving yourself lots of space. Closing the eyes and just observe the breath now. Coming back to the anchor of the breath. But without forcing or controlling its rhythm, just let it come and go naturally. If you find the mind wandering, don't worry. Just observe the thought or the distraction and just come back to your breath. Come back to that anchor point. And if you have to do that many times, if you keep getting distracted, it's okay. Just know that you can always come back to the breath. There's nothing wrong with distraction. It happens perfectly wrong. Softening the muscles of the face, softening the skin of the face, unwrinkling the space around the eyes, taking out those creases, the furrows in the brow, unclenching the jaw, so separating the teeth, and feeling the volume of the tongue rest heavy in the roof of the mouth. Feeling the eyes rest heavy in their sockets. Imagine the whole face wide and soft and smooth. Maybe a little smile in the corner of the lips. Relaxing the skin of the scalp. Relaxing the muscles, the tendons, the ligaments in the whole body from head to toe. Relaxing the shoulders, the neck, every point of contact with the floor. Softening and melting, dissolving. Feel yourself be heavy. Relaxing deeply into the floor. Noticing any point of tension. Just send the breath there. Send the breath there to dissolve and soften and melt away that tension. Just noticing the flow of the breath in and out. Belly rise and fall, the chest rise and fall. Just staying still, knowing there's nothing to do in this moment, but just observe the breath. Just remaining here for a few more moments, enjoying this stillness. Just feeling that gentle rhythm of the breath in and out. I'm just going to read to you a summer solstice blessing. It's the midsummer's evening, the shortest of night, where our planet is blessed with the greatest of light. The sun at its power, sharing its wealth, with the earth glowing in abundance and health. The trees' leaves are green, the birds are in song, the days are as warm as they are long. We honor the animals, the plants and living things, the sun and the water, and for the life that it brings. May you find well-being and may you find peace in days after solstice, as the light does decrease. May the blessings of the solstice be yours, I pray, and the light warmth your heart and soul every day. So very slowly very gently bringing your awareness back into the space. Wiggling your fingers and toes. If you were with your legs up against the wall, then slowly bending your legs down towards your chest, so hugging your knees into your chest. And if you are lying on your back, then hugging your knees into your chest too. Slowly rolling yourselves over onto your right side, keeping the eyes closed or the gaze low. Give yourselves a lovely hug in. Hugging the body, giving yourself lots of love, gratitude and kindness. And then slowly pushing into your hands to come up to a seated position. Nice and slowly. Choosing your seated position, Sukhasana, comfortable cross-legged. Or taking Padmasana, lotus, your choice. Sitting nice and tall, stacking the shoulders over the hips, the crown of the head over the pelvis. So rubbing the hands together now. Really rub the hands together really vigorously, generating some warmth and energy. Opening the hands, turning the palms of the hands up to the sky. Just picturing again the glow of the sun. The sun's energy, vitality, its beauty, its strength. Feeling the energy in your own hands, your energy, and feeling the energy of the universe. Feeling the energy of the sun. Bringing these all together, drawing your hands together, drawing all the energy together. Bringing the energy to your heart center. Honoring yourself, honoring your universe. Honoring all the wonderful things around you. All the love and kindness around you. Giving yourself lots of love and care on the summer solstice. Enjoying your day, enjoying this long summer day. The light in me honors the light in you. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Namaste. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Have a wonderful Sunday. Hopefully the sun does come out. It's going to be a beautiful, beautiful sunny week. So we will definitely be feeling the height of the summer this week. Have a wonderful day and take care, and I'll hopefully see you soon. Thank you. Thank you.